So I just wanted to start us off with the definition of the word doleful. It's an adjective, and it means full of grief, expressing grief, or causing grief or affliction. And I already knew what this word meant, and y'all probably did too, but I re-encountered this word in a film called The King with Robert Pattinson and Timothée Chalamet. And I just think we should use it more. We should be more, I don't know, we should increase our vocab and use the word doleful more often. So this is your encouragement, listeners, to use higher vocabulary in your everyday speech.
I love that.
Okay, let's have some intro music.
All right, welcome back to Tell Me More, the podcast with Summer and Kate. I'm Kate.
I'm Summer.
And this is the 5th episode of our podcast. Thank you for joining us again. This is so great.
We have a special guest. I'm excited.
All right, do you want to introduce yourself, special guest?
Who are you?
Hi, I'm Micah.
Tell us about yourself, Micah.
Yeah. Remember to leave out last name and location.
I will. So I've known Summer since freshman year. We lived in the same dorm, and I met Kate
sophomore year.
Everyone forgets me.
No, my passion in life is making my friends be friends with each other. It's like friend matchmaking. That's my passion in life, so I'm glad that worked out for you too.
Yeah, I love Mikey's too. We were actually, we met, right, sophomore year, the beginning of sophomore year. And then we were in Calculus 3 together.
Yeah.
And we didn't know we were in Calculus 3 together.
Like halfway through, and they were like,
Yeah, I looked up one day, because I don't even look up from my surroundings. I go to class, I only look at my phone and the teacher, and that's it. I take my notes and then I dip. And so one day I was like, let me just take a look at who's in this class. And it was 3 weeks in, and I looked and I was like, darn, that's Micah. He probably thinks that I'm being rude. But no, we're both just socially awkward.
Kiki Palmer, yeah. I don't know who that man is.
But me and Summer are both biochem majors, so we have a lot of the same classes together.
Yeah, I see you every single day of the week. Wow, do you ever get tired of me?
No.
That's very, okay.
Yeah, it could be worse. Okay. Well, I'm glad you're here.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here. This was very last minute.
Yeah. You're the first guest on our podcast.
Yeah.
Does that make you feel special? Feel loved?
It does, because I wasn't expecting it tonight.
Yeah, we really dropped the bomb. We're like, hey, if you show up, you can be on the podcast. But, yeah. So what do we want to talk about first? We have our list of things.
Well, Summer, it looks like you're going to be talking about FKA Twigs.
Let's go. So FKA Twigs released a new album. Who has listened to it, at least in part? Everybody here? Everybody here?
I've listened to her lead single, I
Cellophane?
think. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. It's the bomb. Basically, she had fibroids removed from her uterus, and she broke up with Robert Pattinson, so she's been going through a rough time. And so this album is really reflective of a lot of growth that she's been through, and self-reflection, and just self-realization. But I made notes about every single song on the album. I don't think people want to hear that, but I do have a couple of comments about my favorite songs. And I guess we'll get to Cellophane last, and then Micah, you can chime in about your thoughts about Cellophane.
Okay.
Home With You, I said the ending felt very transcendent. I said you know better how to reach new heights for your next relationship, not just romantic relationship. You're constantly investing in relationships, and sometimes even when you try to be intentional, you still let people down. But you learn, and then you try to do better next time. And I think that's what I got out of the song. And I feel like maybe I was reading too much into it, but it reminded me of the film Edge of Love, which I talked about for a long period of time because it had the same like vibe of just people accidentally letting people down from lack of intentionality and just carelessness.
Yeah.
So that one really touched me. And then Holy Terrain. Holy Terrain reminded me of Taylor Swift.
Holy Ground?
No.
Oh.
No, that's a really good parallel too.
Yeah.
No, Holy Terrain reminded me of...
Oh, you said Out of the Woods.
Yeah, Out of the Woods. So if you watch the Out of the Woods music video, you will notice at one point Taylor Swift starts morphing into a plant. And she has vines growing up all on her body, and I feel like the average viewer will not notice this, but, you know, I'm just really gonna flex on him, but it mimics the Bernini sculpture of Daphne and Apollo, and Daphne's running away from Apollo.
Wait, can I pause you for a second?
Yeah.
Micah, you were in the class whenever Summer gave this presentation. What were your thoughts? What did the class think?
Well,
The class had
I
no
knew
thoughts.
it was coming. I knew it was coming. But the teacher, I think, was a little shook. He said, "Where's this coming from?"
I said, I'm just out here. No, but I think she was really being really intentional about it, because
I do too.
the imagery is spot on. You see her morphing into a tree, having vines come up her body. She has the exact same physical position as this very specific Bernini, Apollo, and Daphne statue.
Yeah,
and it goes along with the theme of the song. Is Daphne is running away from Apollo. She's not here for him chasing after her. Taylor Swift and Out of the Woods, she's running away from the relationship and finding herself. It's the exact same theme. But what reminded
we love that for her.
Yes.
We love strong, independent women.
But what reminded me of this imagery from the Out of the Woods music video and the Bernini sculpture in FKA Twigs' Holy Terrain was really just like the idea of her standing tall and like waiting on the cliche strong man. She was like, I'm done with these boys. I'm done being played. Robert Pattinson. She's
Okay,
like,
but
I'm
don't
done
we
with
stand
this.
Robert Pattinson?
Yeah, we do.
I think he's a good guy. I don't know
Micah,
anything about him. What do you
He's
think
funny.
about Robert Pattinson?
Tell us your thoughts.
I think that every time he shows up on my Twitter timeline, I'm entertained. So
Yeah.
I'm a fan.
Okay, there we go. No, we talked about in the last episode about him saying he has a ballerina inside of him, and so that just goes
I
along
think
with
he's
that.
a good guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just think they didn't work out. That's my
I think she might be a little crazy,
yeah, no, I think so.
judging by just how her music sounds.
Yeah, her music
Yeah.
is kind of wild. But
Yeah,
I love
it's
it.
even more wild, I should say, than Charlie XCX.
I think she's on the same level.
I think she's a little more.
I think it's just the fact that she has a really wild soprano sound.
Yeah.
That little extra arch to the vocal range just kind of sends you over. But Holy Terrain was also written with Jack Antonoff, who's also
love Jack.
PFFs with
Taylor.
T-Swizzle.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any thoughts on Jack Antonoff, Micah?
I mean,
If you don't, that's okay.
everything I've heard from Jack, I enjoy.
Okay.
But that's all I got.
It's
Micah,
okay. No,
tell us about you more.
Yeah, I want to.
About me?
Yeah. What are you
your-
thinking right now?
What am I thinking? Well, I just came from, I won't say where I'm from. I came from my college's football game.
Uh-huh.
It was really cold.
Mm-hmm.
I went and had Asian food, and it was really good.
Thai food specifically.
Specifically, yes.
Mm-hmm.
It was really good. I'm feeling really good right now. So I got really convinced into doing this right now. And, wait, what is the question?
We just you didn't have a lot of thoughts about Jack Antonoff, so we wanted to know more about you.
More about me. My
Yeah.
dad's a preacher. That's
Love
an interesting
that.
fact.
I think
That's
it
really
is.
shifted me.
Did
a
you ever
lot.
watch the movie Where the River Runs?
I'm halfway through it.
Can you
but
tell us about that? That's what I want to hear about. That will be an
I'm halfway
interesting.
through, but
piece.
I was on campus.
I love that he's pointing at the microphone as if like the microphone is the person he's talking to.
I'm halfway through, but I was about to fall asleep. So to my chemistry professor's class and his office and fell asleep in his couch because I was about to fall asleep. But I'm halfway through.
Tell us about this movie.
Okay.
What does it mean to you?
So there's two sons that are sons of preachers, and I spent this entire time trying to decide. So I have one younger brother, and so I spent the entire movie trying to decide which brother is me and which brother is my brother.
Okay. Yeah.
because one is like addicted to gambling and he's kind of wild, and then the other I feel like isn't like that. So I'm like, which one is me? Which one is my brother? But I don't know if either one is either, because I don't think my brother cares about anything but video games.
Okay, that's true for like all high school kids. Yeah, all of our brothers are obsessed with video games. Yeah.
But I am not the one addicted to gambling because I care too much about my grades. Like,
I don't think you're like a bad person at all.
Oh, I hope not.
No, I think you're very nice.
On the podcast, so that makes you an A+.
Yeah, if you're friends with us, then you're cool.
Yeah.
So we're doing that now.
I am an INFJ.
That is important. Thank you.
I'm a 5-wing 6.
This is really getting deep. This is what we need to
Oh,
know.
you're a wing 6?
Yes.
I am a 6.
I told you this.
This makes sense.
See, me and Kate are always on the similar wavelength.
We are, because he's an INFJ, I'm an ENFJ.
Like, we'll like talk later about certain things, and we're always on the same wavelength and have the same ideas about certain people.
Yes.
Like, we've been new.
Me and Micah, we have the intuitive level of a psychic. And so I always say, you know, if I ever drop out, I just become a psychic. And it would work. I'd be able to pull it off.
I feel like we're very perceptive. And like, maybe that's cocky to say, but it's like, I'm almost always right about what I think about people.
Exactly.
And me and Kate almost always think the same thing about people.
Yeah, I feel like there's never been a time that we've disagreed. About something like big, like maybe something small, like a little detail or something. But I really can't think of a time that me and Micah have been like completely against each other on the personality of someone. Me and Micah are like, yeah. Summer's scared now.
I bulldoze through life. I grow to a type 6. And
I go to a type 9.
Yeah, you stress to a type 3.
I know, I stress to you.
I don't know what that says. Also, one time, do you want to tell the world what you found out, Micah, about our Myers Briggs types and our friendship?
Oh, this is funny.
This is funny.
Wait, so what is your type again?
I'm an ESTJ.
So you're an ESTJ and I'm an INFJ. And so we like Googled like our relationship with each other to figure out how we can best like grow
our friendship, be better friends to each other.
And so Summer's like, oh, ESTJ and INFJ. This says great relationship. ESTJ like does great with an INFJ as a friend, like great companion.
We're just balling out all the time.
Whereas mine said an INFJ with an ESTJ, it's like really a struggle. This friendship will really be a challenge. You will like always want to be on the run.
No, it said it would tax you.
Yeah.
I was like, oh no.
I was just like, okay.
I think that's very funny because it's like to Summer, your relationship with Micah is the best thing in the entire universe, but to Micah, it is a struggle bus.
No, but that's why. Obviously, tonight is a Saturday when we're recording this, but I do try to leave you alone a lot on the weekends.
Try to leave you alone.
I do. And in the evening times, I try to give you your personal space. So, like, we still learned from that because I learned that, like, I don't have any problems with, like, constantly talking to people all the time. And I was like, you know what? Micah needs a space. And you know what? We already spent 4 to 5 hours together today. I'm gonna leave him alone.
Yeah, like I love my friends, but I need alone time.
Yeah.
And so it's like, but Summer doesn't need that.
Yeah. She needs the opposite of alone time. Yeah.
And so it's like, Summer, we see each other every day. We have like classes together every day. So I'm always hearing like what's going on in her life.
This is getting negative.
This is why I leave you alone on the weekends.
And so I'm just like, okay.
Yeah.
And so, I don't know where I was going with that, but...
The point is that I try to be conscious and leave you alone.
I feel like I'm a good listener, though.
You are. You're an exceptional listener. I feel like in that way we really vibe really well.
Because Summer loves to talk.
Like with my friends, I can just sit and listen. I'm like, okay, yeah. And I never have much to like add.
No, but I do try, like, it says in your Enneagram that you need to be valued for things outside of school. And, like, I try to consciously contribute, like, ways that I appreciate you outside of school. So, like, love hanging out with you and watching a movie.
Oh, I love
Not
that.
just hanging out and talking
This
about
is so
PK.
sweet. This is so sweet.
It's intentionality, ladies and gentlemen. Intentionality.
Yeah, I love that we are all very different.
Yeah.
And we all can stay friends.
Yeah.
All my friends are so different, and I like that.
Grow and stress
Yeah.
in different ways.
Yeah, because I feel like when I was in high school, I never thought about, like, why my friends were different from me. But now that I'm older, I'm like, oh, I see now, like, how Kate and Summer are different from me. And I'm like, now I know how to, like, interact with them.
Yeah.
I hated high school because you had to talk to those people. You know, like, you never really had the choice of choosing them as your friend. They kind of just happened upon you.
Yeah.
Whereas in college,
it's like circumstance.
Exactly. Whereas in college, I had to actively go out and seek new friends and pick them based off of what I think I knew about myself. So it was like very, very difficult to do. But I think it turned out well.
Yeah.
We had some bumps along the way in college.
Yeah.
But I think now
we've hit a steady rate.
Yeah, I think it's good now.
Yeah.
We've all kind of figured out who we are. Yeah. Proud of us.
Yeah. Let's go.
Yeah.
Oh.
So there's hope out there, everyone. Yeah. If you're listening to this and you're struggling to find yourself, just know that you'll find yourself.
I'll find it. Well, what next?
Well, did you want to finish up your FKA Twigs?
Oh, yeah. So that actually went really well with, like, Home With You about being intentional. But I also think it goes really well with what you just said about, like, growing and evolving and, like, finding yourself with the song Fallen Alien, which I sent a couple of the songs to my brother. And he actually said Fallen Alien was his favorite, so there's some interesting information. But these were my comments that I wrote when I listened to Fallen Alien for, like, the first time. I said, in a relationship, sometimes, and I use relationship very loosely, not to mean, like, romantic, but, like, any kind of relationship. In a relationship, sometimes you don't realize how much you yourself change to the point that you are an alien. And then I also said the pitch on her voice sounds like an alien, and the noises at the end are a masterpiece. It's like really trippy at the end. But I think that's true of, like, sometimes you can outgrow people.
Yeah.
And, like, you grow up, and things that you had in common before are no longer, not necessarily relevant, but they aren't as, they don't bind you as strongly as they did before. And that's kind of what FKA Twigs is getting at, is that eventually you get to a point where you're an alien to, like, yourself, freshman year self. You're a complete alien from that senior year. And so it kind of, when you're in that relationship and you're realizing that you've kind of grown apart, it feels like an alien because you're like, wow, I'm completely different. I'm not where this started out.
Yeah.
And then, of course, like, the cool noises that you guys do, like, the weird noises.
I think I'm most afraid of outgrowing friends. I do it a lot. I think it's because I change all the time. I'm constantly taking in my surroundings and letting that affect me almost to, like, a fault, I guess. And so I feel like I'm constantly leaving behind friends, and I've never had a super steady group, you know? Like, I'm only friends with a couple people from high school, you know?
I feel like that's normal, though.
Yeah.
It's like, my
mom
says...
I've been through a lot of friends here at college. I've been cycling through a lot. I think that's just, maybe that's just life, maybe.
Also, if college is the time in which you grow and evolve the most and change the most, then it would be, like...
True.
Channel FKA Twigs, you would feel like an alien the most in the shortest period of time.
Yeah. I'm hoping that I can kind of level out and keep this group here. Not to get emotional, but
I feel like I'm a completely different person now that I'm a senior than I was freshman year.
Yeah.
Like, I'm friends with, like, 2 people that I was friends with freshman year, including Summer.
Yeah.
like I've outgrown so many of my friends I had then. And it's not that it was, like, not always, like, we had an issue, but it was just, like, we've both changed, and it was just, we've learned things about ourselves, and now it's just, I'm a very different person, and I'm looking for different things in my friends.
Yeah.
This is also taking a depressive turn.
Yeah.
I think every odd episode, yeah.
No, it's every third. Every third is depressing.
Wait, this is the 5th one now.
Oh.
So it's been one happy, one depressing. One happy, one depressing. Whatever.
I mean, I feel like, everyone goes through a rough patch in college year. Their college years. I mean, maybe not everyone.
We're just speaking from our experience.
Yeah, maybe it's just me.
No, yeah, me and Micah are like, depressed.
Because sophomore year was really hard for me.
No,
specifically.
Really
it's same.
I changed a lot. I lost friends that year.
No, the thing is that no one talked about it sophomore year, but now when you talk to other people that are seniors, they're all like, "Oh yeah, sophomore year was really hard." I'm like,
what is it about sophomore
Why
year?
no one saying anything at the time?
I think senior year, freshman year, you're like clinging to people and you just want friends and people, and then sophomore year you realize, oh, maybe like
these aren't the people that I want.
We have different things.
Yeah.
Like we have different interests, we have different goals, things that. And maybe that's the year of like realizing that you're not exactly what you thought you were.
You're realizing things. Or what is it? Kendall and Kylie. Yeah, just like realizing stuff.
Yeah. It's not about what you do or what you've done, but what you
do with what you've done for others. That's from Noah Centineo.
Ooh, I love. No, I don't love him. I was about to be like, love that, but then I was like,
it was very anticlimactic. He was trying to be JFK.
Oh my god.
But I feel like now I'm at a really good spot.
Yeah.
And I feel like, I think you're at a good spot. I think we're all like, we've learned a lot about ourselves over the last 4 years. And,
I'm just a lot more content in myself.
Mm-hmm.
And exactly. I feel less, I was never really monitored by other people, but I feel as if I perceive myself being monitored less by other people.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I'm just going to do whatever I want.
I feel much more aware of myself and my personality and like flaws of myself, like positives of myself. I feel like I understand what I need from my friendships, what I need to work on with my friendships. Yeah. And, I feel like that's what college is about.
Glow up.
Yeah. Maybe this is a redemptive episode.
Yeah.
Of just we're talking about...
You know what? That's why
this is nice. I like this.
No, that's why I'm reading my book on Impressionism right now. And it's all about like transforming from the old classical way of doing art and doing things the way you see them, your first impression. And like I specifically checked out a second book on Renoir, especially, and they were talking about how his work is characterized by lots of light and cheerfulness. And I was like, which impressionist do I want to read about to start off with? And I was like, obviously this. I was like, I feel like this is most reminiscent of where I am in my life right now.
Yeah.
Happiness and cheerfulness and just very content. Because like happiness is fleeting, but being content and feeling like fulfilled is like just a state of mind that you can work towards actively, spiritually, mentally, and physically.
Yeah. Catch you next week being like, hey, my life.
Yeah, next week I'm gonna have a life crisis.
Yeah. No. I'm constantly like altering between content and mental breakdowns.
Yeah, it really is.
So I don't know. I'm hoping that it's just college and that it will get better. And that sounds weird to say. I just am hoping that things will like steady out a little bit more once I get a job.
I just feel like
once I find a place for myself.
I just feel like that's how college is because it's like so many deadlines that you're working toward, and it's like you have 4 years to get things done, and it's just like often you don't even really know what you're doing, and it's just like, okay, time for a breakdown.
That's what my mood board is for on Pinterest.
Breakdowns.
Whereas I feel like once you get your job and you're in your career, you're like, okay, it's like
we're here.
Yeah, like you're working toward improving yourself.
Yeah. But maybe not. I know, like...
Yeah, maybe.
I just feel like... Yeah, I feel like people... No, I don't mean to, like, say that you're wrong, but I feel that people are constantly waiting for the next moment in their life. This is what I wrote my valedictorian speech on, is, like, you're going to go from, oh, I can't wait until I get to high school. I can't wait till I can get my driver's license. I can't wait till I turn 18. I can't wait till I graduate. I can't wait till I go to college. I can't wait until I graduate college. I can't wait till I get married. I can't wait till I have kids. And it's just this continuous, I can't wait, and you're just wasting your life away of just wishing for the next big moment to come. And so it's like, okay, once I get a job, what am I going to wish for next? Retirement? You know, and by then your life is gone. And so I just don't know.
You have to actively look for
like the
happiness and
in
joy.
the present. Yeah,
I've seen things that are like, really, like, you need to realize that this is the moment you've been praying for. It's like, this is the moment you've been waiting for. So, like, live in it now. So like,
that's so inspirational. Thanks.
I love that, Micah.
Whereas, like, I feel like I forget that a lot of times. Like, I'm always trying to better myself, like, trying to get to that next moment.
Especially during, like, busy seasons. And you're just
really
shuffling through. Like, there have been, like, really hard semesters where it feels like every day I just wake up and then I'm just like, oh my gosh, I was only able to sleep, like, 6 hours last night. I can't wait to go to bed.
Whereas, like, I need to think about, like, in high school, I was like, oh my god, I can't wait to go to college. I'm like, I can't wait for those years. And now it's like, it's over almost. I'm like, I need to, like, be appreciating.
Soak it all in.
Yeah. It's really crazy how fast this went. And literally, we're gonna do what? Maybe, like, 15 more episodes per week of this, and then we'll be graduated? Like, I don't know.
It's so insane.
It's really crazy.
I can't believe it.
Can you believe?
Yeah. I mean, it's gonna be almost a new year.
Ooh, 2020, new decade.
Yeah, new decade for real.
I just always think about The Great Gatsby with the eyes.
Yes.
The eyes looking
Big
out
brother.
over everybody.
Yeah, for real.
He says, I'm looking, I'm watching.
Yeah.
I'm looking at all this empty decadence.
Wow, that's deep. This is a deep episode. We went too far.
Okay.
Well, that's, I guess, a good place to wrap it up.
Yeah.
Micah, is there anything else you want to say? Anything you want to plug?
Yeah.
Anything I
Any
want to
shameless
plug?
plugs?
Yeah.
Well,
maybe not.
I don't think right now I'm just like really just working on my honors thesis, and anyone cares.
I care. We'll all come to your.
We'll
come to your defense.
If anyone cares about organic chemistry, that's what I'm working on.
Yes.
How about we ask our viewers to pray for you during this time?
Because I'm very stressed. Like, I had a breakdown in my teacher's office the other day about it, and I almost quit my honors college thesis.
Oh, I'm thinking about quitting too, but I guess I gotta keep going.
But you know,
find joy in the moment.
That's true.
You know what? You don't have to be perfect.
Yeah.
I have to tell myself that a lot because I try to be perfect a lot.
Yeah.
And
that's that type 5 coming out. The intellectual.
Yeah.
Intellectual.
So, that's all I got.
All right.
So, can our viewers please pray for Micah?
Please.
Yeah, and me.
And Kate.
And Summer.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm vibing. I don't have a lot going on right now. My classes aren't that hard.
We still need to pray whenever we're in our good states.
That's true. And be thankful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, remember, the Great Gatsby eyes are watching you. Peace out.
See you next week.
Bye.